Hello, I'm Alison LaGrange coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show for you, Resurgent Africa. Amid the coups and the crises, there are many positive stories from Africa that often get overlooked, but not on this show. Today we take you to countries around Africa to tell you stories of hope, positivity and innovation, and give you a glimpse into the lives of the people who call this vibrant continent home.
Gorillas have long been secret allies of humankind, especially when it comes to science and medicine. From their behavior to their biology, these majestic apes have provided valuable insights, offering clues that have helped shape various fields of study. Now the spotlight is on them once again as researchers make yet another fascinating discovery in Gabon, Central Africa. It turns out gorillas might be holding the key to the future of medicinal drugs, as they've been self-medicating for years right under our noses. According to a study published in PLOS ONE, researchers in Gabon have made a breakthrough by observing the self-medicating habits of wild gorillas in the Moukalaba-Doudou National Park. These apes have been munching on certain plants, and scientists quickly zeroed in on 4 specific species. After bringing samples to the lab, they discovered that these plants were packed with powerful antioxidants and antimicrobials. To top it off, one of the plants even showed promise in combating superbugs. But gorillas aren't the only source of this medicinal wisdom. Local healers in Gabon have been using the same plants for generations. Among the hundreds of tropical plants found in the area, researchers focused on 4: the fromager tree, giant yellow mulberry, African teak, and fig trees. These trees showed significant antibacterial activity against at least one strain of the multi-drug-resistant bacteria, E. coli. The real superstar, however, was the fromager tree, which demonstrated remarkable effectiveness against all tested strains. In traditional medicine, the bark of these trees has been used to treat a wide range of ailments, from common stomach issues to more complex conditions like infertility. It's almost like nature's own pharmacy. A bark a day may very well keep the doctor away, thanks to the medicinal compounds infused within these plants. Great apes like gorillas have been using plants to self-medicate for ages. They have an uncanny ability to identify which plants have healing properties, showing just how much they have evolved over time. Meanwhile, humans are only scratching the surface of the vast medicinal knowledge hidden in the Central African rainforests. It's a humbling reminder of how much we still have to learn. This study isn't the first time the animal kingdom has displayed remarkable self-care techniques. In May this year, an orangutan in Malaysia made headlines when it was spotted treating a facial wound using chewed leaves and sap from a plant known for its anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. This was the first time a wild animal had been recorded using a medicinal plant to treat an injury. Remarkably, the orangutan fully healed within a month, proving that animals can be their own best doctors in the wild. It's clear that gorillas possess knowledge we could greatly benefit from. Their ability to self-medicate not only highlights their intelligence, but also opens up new doors in our quest for medicinal breakthroughs. Where there's a will, there's a way. Or in South Africa's case, where there's a need, there's a train track. When faced with limited access to healthcare, they didn't just wait for change, they put it on wheels. And not just any wheels, but railway wheels. In 1994, about 30 years ago, what started as an ordinary passenger train embarked on an extraordinary mission, delivering healthcare to those in the farthest corners of the country. The train was no longer just a mode of transportation. It became a lifeline, an actual clinic on rails. And it didn't start with grand ambitions, just 3 humble carriages with one key mission: providing eye care. Named Pelopepa, a Sesotho word meaning good, clean and health, the train rolled through the countryside, aiming to bridge the gap between remote communities and much-needed healthcare. Back then, people in far-flung areas were lucky to have any access at all to medical treatment, let alone a specialized eye clinic. But as with all things that begin with a spark of purpose, Pelopapa also grew. Over the years, it transformed into something far greater than an eye clinic on wheels. Now the train is equipped with an army of healthcare professionals, doctors, nurses, optometrists and even dentists, making its way to the villages of South Africa year after year. According to officials, nearly 375,000 people rely on this train for care every year. It's no longer just about eye care. The train now screens for cancer, checks for chronic illnesses like diabetes, and even runs a full-fledged dental clinic.
The basket of primary healthcare services that we offer are general health and wellness checkups. We have professional nurses. We offer screening for a range of cancers, chronic conditions such as diabetes. We have a fully fledged dental clinic on board where we offer minor procedures up to restoration as well as extraction.
What started with 3 modest carriages is now a fleet of 2 trains with 16 carriages, each one a moving hospital. But what makes Pelopapa so vital isn't just the services it provides, it's the hope it delivers. For many who visit the train, it's the chance to receive treatment they otherwise couldn't afford.
I came here at Ogmo to assist me here to come and check my eyes because I've been suffering a lot from my eyesight. I can't see nothing, so I see blurry. So I heard that there's a train coming here, coming to assist people. So they take like 150 people per day, then come assist them tomorrow. So some of them and some of us, we sleep here because we live far.
With South Africa's unemployment rate sitting at over 32% and with only 16% of the population having health insurance, public health care isn't just an option, it's a necessity. Unfortunately, 84% of the population relies on the often overcrowded and underfunded public health system. In that context, a healthcare train rolling into town is a beacon of hope.
I got my eyes checked. I had a pap smear done. They cleaned my teeth. I went for a health check and had a general assessment done. This train is helpful to us. It truly, truly helps. All I ask is that it doesn't end here today. They must come back again and help us even if it's next year. There are so many of us out there who are really sick.
As the wheels of Pelopapa continue to turn, they carry with them not just doctors and medical supplies, but a message. Where there's determination, there is indeed a way. And in this case, that way runs on tracks. In the heart of Zimbabwe, a quiet revolution is unfolding on the rich soils of Talana Farm, 100 kilometers west of Harare. And at the helm of this transformation is a determined farmer, Willard Zireva, who, against all odds, is striving to make Zimbabwe a global hub for blueberries. His story begins in the 1990s when Zireva bought his farm freehold, long before the land seizures shook Zimbabwe's agricultural sector. So, while others faced uncertain futures, Zireva had a vision. He saw the potential in the fertile land, the perfect climate, and the growing global demand for a superfood, blueberries. But like many dreams, his came with challenges that seemed insurmountable. To plant his first crop, Zireva had no external support and relied entirely on his savings. And even though Zimbabwe's blueberry production had doubled in recent years, the barriers to finance were unyielding, especially for black farmers like Zireva. Nevertheless, Zireva pushed forward, planting 12 hectares of blueberries. Each hectare came at a staggering cost, at least $100,000. Though the expenses piled up, Zireva's resolve remained unwavering.
If funding is available, it is a massive growth opportunity.
And he was right. His farm, small by global standards, had the potential to export much more to global markets. But the demand far outweighed the supply, which was marred by financial constraints.
We export to the UK. We have an export going to Germany for the first time next week. The bulk of our crop actually goes to Asia. And when I say Asia, I should be saying Far East. It goes to Malaysia, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Cambodia. Those are the main markets at the moment.
But the journey is not Zireva's alone. Zimbabwe's blueberry sector has been growing, driven by a favorable climate and a surge in global demand. The country's horticultural exports exceed $100 million annually, with blueberries playing a key role. However, the lack of long-term finance has been a constant roadblock, leaving many farmers unable to expand or meet growing market demands.
We are hoping that we can get funding next year to put in 8 hectares so that we go to 20. If we get more funding, because we are talking to various possibilities, we get more funding, we want to double the area, so to go to 24 hectares.
The future of Zimbabwe's blueberry industry is bright, but it needs support. Farmers like Zireva dream of a day when concessional funding will allow them to transform their farms and push Zimbabwe's agricultural sector to new heights. His story is one of resilience, a testament to the power of belief in the face of adversity. With every harvest, Zireva is not just growing blueberries, he's nurturing hope. And so, with faith, grit and an unwavering commitment to the land, Willard Zireva continues to chase his dream, one blueberry at a time. This is Robben Island, one of South Africa's most favourite landmarks. The World Heritage Site is known for its most famous prisoner, Nelson Mandela. It draws over 300,000 visitors annually. But these tourist visits also bring in a massive waste burden, which adds on to waste from passing ships. Ahead of the International Coastal Cleanup Day, volunteers are carrying out cleanliness drives on the historic Robben Island coastline. With bags to gather plastic and other waste washed up on the beach and between rocks and shrubs, groups of volunteers have been conducting cleanup walks.
Most of the has been washed up by the oceans onto our coastal lines, and since we got here, the most thing that I've been picking up is actually lollipop sticks and earbuds and straws also, and that just tells me that the small things that we do as humans can actually have a negative impact on the ocean because we find it washing up on our coastal lines.
I enjoy the environment, and I think it plays a big part, and we as people we have a very bad impact on the environment, so I'm here to help pick it up. And I'd rather be here than out partying and things, because this is what I enjoy doing. So it brings me comfort to know that I'm lending a hand in helping.
The International Coastal Cleanup Day is observed across the world in the third week of September every year. Under the aegis of the United Nations, participants across the world make efforts to make our planet a cleaner place to live. Volunteer organizations and individuals engage people to remove waste from the world's beaches and waterways. At the Robben Island, the event comes amid continued warnings from researchers that litter is growing faster than the human population. In Cape Town, the amount of litter washing up on the city's beaches has been increasing exponentially. This has had a harsh impact on both marine life and life on the island. The Robben Island is home to penguins and has a buffer of 1 nautical mile, which is a protected marine area. But now, the region is at threat due to increasing waste and litter.
It's also, the site is also, home to different species of seabirds and antelopes. And it's critical that those species that I've mentioned, are protected. We have that responsibility of protecting their breeding area. And conservation is central to our mandate.
Waste in water bodies impacts our planet at multiple levels. It not just affects humans, but deeply harms wildlife. Plastic pollution is a massive problem for our oceans. 60% of all garbage that winds up in the oceans is composed of plastic. A study says there are 46,000 individual pieces of plastic for every square mile of ocean. And researchers say plastics last a very long time in the ocean. They also say since the majority of ocean waste is derived from land-based sources, it's crucial to stop the waste at source, which is seen as the most effective way to deal with marine pollution. They say small things go a long way, so even small actions like these cleanup drives can make a big difference. Every bottle, every straw, every plastic bag and every piece of waste that we pick up leads to a cleaner and healthier ocean and a better tomorrow. Dancing has long been woven into the fabric of Egyptian culture, dating back to ancient times. Today, it continues to hold a significant place, but with a modern twist. Enter SHAKLA, an Egyptian initiative with a mission to empower women through the art of belly dancing. Founded by May Amer, this group isn't about shaking hips to a rhythm, it's about creating a safe, accepting space where women can express themselves freely without judgment.
Every woman who joins SHAKLA says that she is dedicating this time for herself. I am here because I want to dance, because I want to do the thing that I love, so that I can move once again in the way that I love, among women who will tell me that I am beautiful, for a moment of acceptance with no one telling me, you must lose or gain weight, your hair should be longer, or that wrinkles started to show under your eyes. We don't have this space. We meet, have fun, and dance.
SHAKLA is a community built around traditional belly dance, where women come together not just to learn the steps, but to reclaim their bodies and break free from societal expectations. It's an oasis of acceptance, offering a space for women to pursue their passion and be exactly who they want to be, unapologetically.
SHAKLA is a space in between dancing as a hobby and professionally. We cannot bear the threats that belly dancers face, and at the same time we want to offer a practice space for other women. Given the pressure of work, because even in the past, these simple celebrations that used to take place among our families, where the girls would gather every Thursday or Friday and dance together in the bedroom, this no longer happens. So, we want to bring this space back again.
What started as a small circle of just 8 women has grown to a thriving group of 36, with participants ranging from 18 to 48 years old.
This is a very comfortable and supportive environment. It pushes the Egyptian woman forward, so that she doesn't focus on who is telling her that dancing is improper, or that your body shape is not suitable.
The beauty of SHAKLA lies in its inclusivity. There are no restrictions, no requirements based on body type, skin color, size, or weight. In this group, every woman's body is celebrated for its uniqueness, and behind the closed doors of the studio, they exercise their right to dance without inhibition. The group functions through a social media platform where interested women sign up for a 3-month workshop. After completing the course, they perform in an exclusive showcase, an intimate private event where they can invite only female friends and family members. This private setting ensures they feel completely at ease, showing off the skills they have honed without the pressure of a public audience. Over the course of the workshop, something magical happens. Bonds are formed, friendships are built, and a community is born. These women often continue to meet after the workshop, pooling their resources to rent spaces where they can continue practicing and perfecting their belly dancing. They also share costumes and accessories for performances and events, hence creating a tight-knit support system that transcends the dance floor. In essence, SHAKLA is about far more than just dance. It's about empowerment, sisterhood, and reclaiming joy in a world that often tries to limit women's freedom of expression. What started as a modest initiative has blossomed into a movement that's redefining what it means to dance, not just with your body, but with your soul.
And that's all we have on the show for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to Firstpost.